EA Sports. It's in the game.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather. And off we go from Lambeau. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And Adams has it complete.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now a first down carry by Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Open man is Allison, complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Dalton under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll try to pass on 4th down. Dalton. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Well, partner, let's look league-wide for a second and think playoffs here. I'm going to give you some teams, and you tell me if they still have a chance at the AFC wild card, or are they just waiting till next year? How about Cleveland at 4-6?
They're actually getting hot right now, but I still don't see them getting there and being in the playoffs.
Okay, same division. Steelers, they're 5-5 right now.
Yeah, I think the loss to Cleveland finished off that run.
Also 5-5, the Titans.
They actually have a chance if they stick to what they do best, and that's run the football. They'll have to chase down Indianapolis and Houston in their own division.
Okay, lastly, I'm going to ask the question because they've talked about it. How about the 3-7 Jets?
Who's they and why?
Not you and I.
Okay, I was about to say, why? No.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. With that incompletion, I want to get your MVP thoughts. Lamar Jackson, he seems to be the leader right now, is he not?
I would agree with that, and his team is the hottest team in the league right now.
And then you've got, well, let's think of the others. Dak Prescott, Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
Who else? Christian McCaffrey?
I would say Christian McCaffrey, although it's hard for a running back to win it. Don't forget Michael Thomas with the Saints continued to have big numbers even while Drew Brees was out. But also, if Patrick Mahomes gets hot and the Chiefs run off a string, he's a defending NFL MVP.
But think about this. If Lamar Jackson does win the MVP, he'll be the first 22-year-old to do it since Jim Brown. Play action here with Dalton. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, you know, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A quick throw now complete to Ross. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati 1st down. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. half. Bullock good on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Williams. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. After the sack on 1st down, Dalton is going to take it. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Dalton now to pass. This one hauled in by Sample. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Look at this, a tight end carry. And some room to roam now. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
Now that run, that's exactly why you stay with the running game. You don't abandon it totally. You stick with it, keep telling your guys to stay motivated, and they found a crease on that play.
Check. Check. 42's the line. Come on. You better bring.
And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now on 2nd and 13. Dalton. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16. Andy Dalton now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And he stopped immediately there. Jair Alexander up to make the tackle. Looking to throw on second down. Dalton toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Buying time to his left. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon there to make the grab. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 14-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Rodgers going to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jordan Evans charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now a man open down the middle of the field. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Escaping the pressure right. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Off the draw, here's Williams. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 2nd and 13, Rodgers throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up. The Packers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a...
And it'll be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A throw he probably shouldn't have made, rolling left and then throwing back across the field.
And when you do that and you're rolling towards the sideline, you've cut down your field in a big way, significantly. And the guys who play in the 2nd and the 3rd level, those linebackers and DBs, they know that. And they know they don't have nearly as much space to cover. And they're hoping you try and throw it back towards the middle.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Rodgers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Rodgers on target here to Allison. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jesse Bates. They find some open field here. 20. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. That'll be taken in the end zone. And an alley to run. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. That kickoff return, 104 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
Hands up. 318. Rebuck. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Josh Bynes charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Dalton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Dalton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jalen Ferguson tracks him down away in the backfield for a loss of 16. Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. Returnable for Thomas. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This time Jackson will throw it. Rolling to his right. Open man is the tight end Nick Boyle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. Now this time he'll look to throw. It's caught by Roberts. And out of bounds right around the 20. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson flushed out right. And oh, it's complete. What a catch at the 7. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. Here's Jackson to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Man left, man left. 3 down.
Play action. Now Jackson. Incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. Here's Jackson looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Dalton's pass complete to Green. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A.J. Green, 60 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bullock good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. Now Jackson on first down. Out. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Ready, 56, Mike, 56.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Here we go, here we go. 57 to Mike.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. That's to his running back, complete. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. On 1st down, Mixon. Pass there he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 50 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 14-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Big Andrew Billings there on the stop.
brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Okay, baby, I see you. Let's go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And that'll set him back 5. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. From the gun, it's Jackson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Now it's Jackson, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. And with that, folks, I want to remind you to join the NFL Salute to Service. This season, the NFL and its players are honoring those who proudly serve our country, and fans are encouraged to join NFL players in writing letters to service members and their families. To learn how you can send your letter today, visit NFL.com/salute. Now Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now is it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Here's Dalton. And able to find Green. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Going for it all. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. He was looking for John Ross that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. 368. Mike 57. Hey, Haywood.
To throw again. Dalton. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. But he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short, so they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a particularly good return here, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Hands up. 2 by 2. Move. Hands up.
Now it's Mixon running right. And some room to maneuver. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Dominic Pecco racks up the sack. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 34. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Carl Lawson getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him an even gain of 10, but now it's 4th down.
A 10-yard gain, but it's 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap, and the Bengals will get the football back.